So we'll see. And we'll see what this day is. I probably will check in with you throughout the day. All right, so I'm into my day, and I should not be surprised by a single moment of whatever this day is. I should know by now. It's a holy day. There are no rules. There are no standards. There are no guidelines. It just is. And we're a part of it. What's happened so far this morning? I had a conversation with Belle. First of all, I got to share some music, and that made me very, very happy. She has converted to Spotify. I told you. And she was like, so if you have any playlists, I was like, are you kidding me? How many you want? How fast do you want them? How many do you want at one time? What kind of shit are you into? Because I sent her 4 right off the bat. I was like, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then I sent her another one a couple minutes later. I was like, and one more because I don't like even numbers. Those 4 should keep her entertained for a couple of days. Some of them are very long. One is every studio album I could find on Spotify that Willie Nelson recorded, going back to like the 40s. 60 years of music, and that man put out a lot of records. So that was fun, but then we talked about the holy day, and we talked about, I learned that Mercury has been retrograde since when? July 17th. So much made sense. All of my frustrations about not being able to, the whole thing with Mrs. Landlord, of course, boom. She also, without any prompting on my end, really validated a lot of stuff that I have recently discussed with Cuddlebug. I was telling her, I'm packing up and things are going, but I still, once a day at least, I have a flash of us still being in that home. I'd like to be done with that now, because it seems so, but it happens and there's nothing I can do about it. I said, so I still see us here. And she said, I do too. I think you belong there, and you're supposed to bring out the magic of the property through gardens and stuff. That's exactly what I've been telling Cuddlebug. It's exactly what I've been seeing in my head. So we'll see. I had a strange moment. I had washed the dishes, and then all of a sudden, all of my fingers were very tingly, and I don't want to say numb. I know everyone's going to get worried health-wise right away, right? Because I did too. That was my first reaction. What the hell is happening to me now? Damn stroke, ruined everything. But then again, I had the realization that it is a holy day, and so maybe I should just see how that played out. And it seemed okay now, mostly. Because I don't know what's going to happen to me today. It's a marker. It's a holy day. There's a whole vibe going on. So I think that's all of that. I want to touch on something I didn't get a chance to talk about before, but I want to set the stage for that. So this, still in that process, getting the fillings. The next step is extractions, and the assessment for that is on August 11th, my birthday and the last day of the retrograde. However, I learned that there is like a total of 8 weeks between extractions and dentures. This would either have to, extractions would either have to happen by September 21st at the latest, and I don't know how that will go with the show, or it's going to have to be put off till December, because I'm doing this trip Thanksgiving weekend and I want to eat, and I can't eat without some sort of tooth in my mouth. At least now I have something I can work with. Yeah, I'm not going all that way and not enjoying food, so we'll see. So the last thing at this particular juncture is, so here are the stops. I'm at the mechanic now. I'm going to pay off the end of this current extravaganza, talk to him about the next one. Yep, we're already on to the next set of work. That's how it's gone for 2 years. Why I have a $1,400 bill sitting there to figure out yet. Then I'm heading over to Old Geistopia. I'm going to stop in and check with Big D, pay her the $100 from the first payment of this extravaganza that I borrowed from her so I could pay them something right up front. Talk to her about the next step in this because I'll have to come to the house, I think. Then I'm going over to rent the storage unit and put the stuff I take out of the cave into the storage unit to start that process. Then I am going to do my lottery thing, my birthday present to me. We'll see. And then I can start my work day. Gotta go. All right, so here I am trying to do a check-in. Sorry if it's noisy with the car or uncomfortable with the car, but I don't have time to sit still because I haven't started working yet. I left the house at like 7:30 this morning, and here we are just about 4 hours and $1,000 later. The fuck kind of life am I living all of a sudden? That's what I said. I have spent about $1,000 already today. Those are words that have never come out of my mouth once in my life, ever. Nor do I ever want to hear them again. It was all good stuff and I had the money, but still. Again, one of my observations is not only was some of that money spent in regards to the move, but taking care of that cut into my work time. Like this whole thing is giving me a double whammy every step of the way. It's not only costing me money, it's costing me income. It'll be over soon enough. Yes, I said I spent $1,000 today. I'd say it wasn't my plan, but it really was. I just didn't think about it that way till it was done. So I'm at the house right now because I was working and I got drugged up a little north of here, and on that job, I was having such a hard time. I'm not 100% sure what was going on. I was having some sort of combination of getting very, very tired, which was to be expected. Historically, for 3 years, I have taken a rest at about 9:30 in the morning because it's always been a good time. Like business is usually slower for a beat. So somewhere in that 9:30 to 10:30 window, I usually turn everything off, and for like 15, 20 minutes. And this morning at that time, I was just I can't say I was in the middle of, I can't say I was just starting, but I was in this strange place in between in running my errands. And then it became running to pick up boxes from someone. That was not originally part of the plan. And then gas while I was right there because I kept forgetting to get it this morning.